Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBit Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing Thursday. So just an absolute crazy performance today. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen Tesla stock alone nearly hit highs of $700 a share with, I think it hit highs of 697. One of the things that I wanted to quickly point out is, first off, congratulations that to everyone that partook in it. One of the things that I decided to do is I definitely decided to sell a little bit too early on Tesla. I wanted to cover a couple of questions I've been getting. A lot of people are asking me if they should sell. Again, my mistake was selling early because I saw an opportunity in another area, and it definitely didn't play out according to plan. It is what it is. What I wish I would have done better, and again, just sharing from my experience, is I decided to sell all of my position, right? So as Tesla continued to uptrend, as it was still showing signs of it being bullish, I missed out on that play. Is there FOMO and stuff like that? Like, yeah, I still sold for a profit, but I missed out on potential profit. And one thing I could have done better, and again, just sharing this with you guys, is I could have not sold my entire position. A lot of you guys know about that. So if you are concerned about Tesla pulling all the way back and you're thinking about selling your entire position, I want to remind you that you don't have to sell your entire position. Being able to liquidate 25, 50% of your position and still allowing to, give it some wiggle room that if it does continue to uptrend, then at least you're able to partake in that action without worrying or getting FOMO, right? One of the things that I do want to point out is on the 4-hour time frame, it looks absolutely amazing. The EMA line as of right now is down at $650 a share, hitting the resistance level at $700. This was a previous resistance level that we have experienced before with Tesla. So not very surprised that it got rejected there, right? Now on the 1-hour time frame, one thing that you can see is that it's testing support level at the EMA line. These are technical indicators that are just to be used as a reference, not a sole reason on why you buy or why you sell. But one of the things that I would really look out for is if we begin to trade below 675 and break below that EMA line, then it wouldn't be much of a surprise if we pull on back down to the previous resistance level that can now act as a new support level, and that's right around 630 a share. So again, when asking the question, should I sell my entire position? Should I liquidate a portion of my position? I think that as of right now, Tesla is still bullish. If it breaks below the EMA line, then yeah, that's a little bit more of an indication of a potential pullback. I wouldn't say so much of a crash, but because it's been doing so well, it wouldn't really surprise me if that momentum continues. So I wanted to congratulate everyone that is still holding. And again, it's all about position size, right? And I feel like when you're not so fully invested, when you just have some skin in the game, you don't become an emotional mess. And just make sure you balance out your position, that you feel motivated to follow up with it, and that if it does pull back, that you're not freaking out. And I think that this is a self-evaluation you can do for yourself. So again, really looking at the EMA line, really looking to see if we bounce. So I'm going to set an alert here, or if we break below, and then looking for the potential support at 630. Also setting alerts that if we do bounce off the EMA, looking for that break of resistance at around $700 a share, and seeing if we can go back to the 720, then 750, and then like the previous resistance was right around 780. So what I do want to follow up with is my AMC position. Today I decided to buy a little bit more of AMC, and as of right now, one of the articles that I read, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware of this, is that as of right now, and it's still present, is that on average, AMC over 80% is held by retail investors, which equates to about 120 to 130 shares on average per trader. I'm personally holding, as of right now, 3,200 shares. So is this something that I would recommend for everyone? Of course not. AMC, in my opinion, and again, it's just my opinion, is definitely viewed as a riskier play on the fundamental side. But on the technical side, it's still doing a very great job holding above, that SMA line, which is great for a lot of traders. We are trading below the EMA line, so I would like to break above that and hold above $60. But again, you can't win them all. As of right now, AMC had a 2.7% loss, and it's currently down about 0.63% after market hours. So we've seen huge days with AMC gapping up 10, 20%. So it does suck to see, and this is what I'm here to share with you. It does suck to see that, I partook in AMC and we did really well 2 days ago, right? I made $21,000. But now it's pulling back a little bit. It's testing support level, but really looking at it, it's only down 3.5%. We've had 5, 10, 15, 20% days, and it's like we can't always expect green days. We're still looking very good on the technical aspect, and it still looks like a lot of people are holding. So I'm just super excited to follow up with it. If we do break below the SMA line, I might rebalance out my position. But I wanted to provide you guys an update, not just on my green days, of course, but on the red days, and letting you guys know that you're definitely not alone. One of the things that I wanted to talk about lastly is IXIC, which is the Nasdaq index. You guys could see that we are at all-time highs for the overall Nasdaq market. It's at 14,414 is what it hit as of today. And if you look at this on the 1 hour time frame, we are peaking. So it's super important for you to understand, that this thing can definitely continue to uptrend, but it is showing signs of a resistance. Now, the question that everyone has been asking me is, I used to trade ETFs all the time. I still trade them, and I'm definitely paying attention for a potential reversal, right, on the Nasdaq market. A lot of people don't know, and I'm not too sure if you guys know this, but the Nasdaq market is bullish right now. It's still trading above the EMA line on the 4 hour time frame, as you guys can see. A lot of people are asking me, is it time to buy sqqq, right? sqqq is an inverse ETF. It's triple leveraged, and that means that it goes up when the Nasdaq market goes down. Because it's triple leveraged, it does decay over time, and it moves 3 times of what the market does. So if the market pushes up 1%, sqqq drops 3%, but vice versa. If the market drops 1%, sqqq gaps up 3%. The market is super bullish right now. And a lot of people were asking, hey Ricky, because you sold all of your positions, all of your long positions, all of your bullish positions on these blue chip stocks, have you bought into sqqq? There's a difference of selling your position during a bull run and then right away getting into something of like an inverse ETF. By me selling my position, I locked in my profits. And although I am missing out on the rally, I'm not losing any money, right? When you get in too early into these inverse ETFs, especially when it's still showing signs of it being bullish, you're just putting yourself in a very hopeful and unfortunate situation. I do agree with you. I think everyone with very simple background in technical analysis can say that the Nasdaq market is not cheap right now, but it's also not bearish. It's still holding above that EMA line. It's still showing signs of it, making higher highs and higher lows. And why would you go into it so early when there's no indication of a reversal? And that's pretty much what I'm looking at. I did add sqqq back into one of my main watch lists, and I'm just excited to follow up with it. Would I go in with a position right now? Because it's triple leverage and because it decays, my simple answer would be no, especially for beginners. I just would hate for you guys to enter a hopeful position right now because the market's overbought and then just see the market pull on back and you end up taking a small loss on sqqq, hoping that it was going to recover, but it just continues to bleed. As of right now, you never want to bet against the market, especially during a bull run. So it pays to be patient in this market, and it pays to be patient when trying to trade against it. I'm not here to try to time the market. When it comes down to trading inverse ETFs, there's a big difference, in my opinion, of locking in profits. Yes, I sold early, but there's a big difference of putting myself in a position where I can end up losing money if the market continues to rally. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I have my alerts set, I have it in my watch list, and all we ever ask anyone to do, right, is if you see an opportunity presenting itself, just follow up with it and stay patient. Wait for that confirmation of a pullback, of a reversal, whatever that looks like to you. For me, I'm looking for the Nasdaq to break below that EMA line, which is right around 14,300, and to see if we actually begin to pull on back. With that, I might take a light position on sqqq. So I really do appreciate you guys' time. I hope that I answered all of your questions. I provided you guys with an update on AMC. I wanted to answer your question about, is it time to take a trade on sqqq? And then also congratulate all of you guys that partook in that Tesla trade. One of the things that I was thinking about making when it comes down to videos is a lot of people are still asking me how to navigate through the Webull app. and they're asking me, how can you scan for stocks? So I was thinking that on Saturday, I can make a new video on how to scan for, let's say, very cheap or oversold stocks. If you guys think that I should make that video, all you have to do is drop a thumbs up, and I'd love to make that video for you guys. So again, please consider subscribing, drop a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed or learned something new. And if you guys want to watch our live trading session as soon as tomorrow at market open, I'd love for you to join us, and that's that second link down below. Like always, let's make sure that